Hello, welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. On Monday, September 27, I went to a local store called Macro. I had a coupon for 20% off on one non-food item. So I checked the diecast aisle, didn't find anything new, but I did find this one. So this is in the Matchbox UK set. And the front wheels are Hot Wheels wheels instead of Matchbox wheels. So that's kind of an odd error. So I picked it up, got my discount. Now you might ask, how is it possible that a Matchbox car that is made in Thailand has a Hot Wheels wheel on it? Hot Wheels are made in Malaysia. Well, some Hot Wheels are made in the Thailand factory. Got an example here. It's got the same wheels, but they're a little bit smaller. These are huge. This is the Cadillac CTS V from that factory 500 horsepower set, and as you can see here it says made in Thailand, even though it's a Hot Wheels. And there's some other sets, other Hot Wheels cars that are made in the Matchbox factory too, so apparently there was some mix-up there, and yeah, I thought that was really an interesting error. So yeah, glad to add it to the error collection. Of course, I'm not going to open this up, it's going to stay carded obviously. Then on Sunday, October 3, I went to two events. The first one, named Collect Hit, is an event for all kinds of collectibles, so not only diecast. It's mostly more vintage stuff, but because I'm looking for vintage majorette for a friend, I decided to go there. Did not find much, a handful of loose cars, nothing carded. The loose cars I'm planning on showing on a live video, possibly tomorrow, but can't make any promises. So in this video we're only going to take a look at the carded stuff. If you want to get a sneak preview of what I found when it comes to loose cars, I've hidden 3 loose vehicles in the thumbnail of this video. So if you want to play a little game there and see if you can guess what those vehicles are, feel free to comment it in this video. So then after that, same day, I went to another event called Moteur Cine. This is in the French speaking part of Belgium, and first time I went there, I had some people telling me I should go there one day. So since I was already in the neighborhood of Brussels for the other event, Collect Hit, it was only just an hour further driving to get to this event. So I went there. I was surprised by the how big the venue was. It's quite a big venue. And so spent the rest of the day there looking for a diecast. More diecast there than there was on Collect Hit, and this is what I found. So I got one carded majorette there, this BMW 5 Series Touring in a color I have never seen before. Very interesting color. It's a pretty old one. It does not have a date on the base, so they started putting dates on the base in 2011, so it predates 2011. €3, not cheap. He had a bunch of other ones. He didn't want to do a deal on the price. If I bought all of them plus a Matchbox 5-pack he had, and a Volkswagen one that I was interested in, but you know, it was all a bit pricey, so I decided to just grab the wagon, because yeah, never seen it before in this color. Not going to open this up now either. I'm going to keep this for the wagon video and open it then, but I promise most of the stuff here will get opened up. Such as the next one, 2010 Porsche Panamera, 2020 release. Missed out on that because of the pandemic. €2, just paid the asking price. I'm fine with that. So nice metal flake dark blue color with gold rims, gold-ish, kind of more bronzy, and details front and back, just how we like it. Makes waves, or make waves, it says on the license plate. and it actually has a rear, top and front tempo, so 3 tempo passes. That's cool. Nice one. Staying with Matchbox, we got this Coca-Cola release, this Ford box truck. €5 the seller asked, so I put it back and then started walking away, and he yelled at me €3. So I went back and I picked it up. So this is not part of the main line. This is a separate Coca-Cola set with the 10 vehicles in it, of which 2 were just called Ford, number 7 and number 10. But there were a bunch of other Fords in there too. This was already opened up. It was taped up, but I took the tape off and I cleaned the vehicle because it was pretty dirty. So yeah, he was definitely asking a lot of money for something that was already opened up. I like this casting because well, it's just a big chunk of metal. It has suspension too, but the backside is so heavy. So if you look at the front, it will bounce nicely. Oops, sorry. Yeah, kind of hard on this this soft underground, but to show you, but yeah, and this time it jumps better. If you do it on a hard surface, the backside doesn't jump as much because it's so heavy. It just doesn't have enough force, the springs, to push it back up. Anyways, that failed. It's a plastic base, a completely metal body except for the front here, red interior. So only side deco, but still pretty cool. I like to collect this one. It's extremely heavy. Then the next 3 were from the same seller, a German seller that I've encountered before. He had a few Matchbox with him. By the way, just like the Coca-Cola one, this is also from the 50th anniversary that they were celebrating in 2002, while well, Mattel was kind of wrong. It was in 2003 that it was the 50th anniversary, but anyways, Mercedes-Benz ML 430. So let's see which side will give away first. There's not that many versions of the ML 430, so yeah, wouldn't mind trying to collect all of them. This is going to be kind of difficult. Seems like a lot of glue. And now, pull! Okay, that didn't work. I think this side is going to be best. There you go. So we got a purple base. You've got suspension. Got the sunroof that's open. Trailer hitch. ML series on the side, that's the only deco it gets. And it's got a purple interior too. So yeah, kind of a goofy version, but that's okay. I got a discount, as you can see. If you bought 3 of those, you got discount, so I ended up paying €1.67. Ford F250. So recently I got my first example of this with the skipper in the back. What the hell you call that? Sorry. Whatever you call that. Anyway, so this has a copyright of 2005. So this is the Ford dump truck or utility truck. No suspension, so it's got a moving part. A dumper, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of, I guess. Not skipper, but dumper. Got yeah, all kinds of tempos on the side here. All in Sean. My other car is a Matchbox. I'm guessing it's the same on the other side. Yes. So pretty heavy model also. The bed is completely metal. And the dumper part is plastic. And then the third model I bought from the same seller, also in the 50th anniversary, is this ambulance, kind of a generic ambulance. I'm not going to open up this one. I will save it for the ambulance video that I will do with the hospital in the background. Seems like these doors in the back open up, so that should be interesting. I don't think I have this casting. Then I found a bunch of Norev, so that was good. These were €2. These first two. He had he had kind of like 10 different ones, a few doubles, and there was one red Renault R5 Turbo, but both of, well, there were two actually, and both of them, there was something wrong with the wheels. Well, one wheel was wrong and then the other three wheels were okay. So it seemed like these were kind of factory rejects or something that he had, because you can see here on this one there's something wrong with the paint here too. I don't know if the camera will show it, but it seems like it has been touched up because there was something wrong there. So maybe that was done in the factory, or maybe the vendor did that himself, I don't know. But yeah, you will see the other one has it too. So as usual with these classic Norevs, this is a Renault Dauphine from 1956. 1/54 scale, so quite large for scale. Plastic base, rubber tires, lensed headlights, full deco, painted taillights, a nice two-tone interior, so you got the kind of, what do you call that, tan seats, and then a beige dashboard and steering wheel. Would that be correct to say it like that? Not sure, but I like it. Even the door cards are done and fits the exterior very, very nicely. It says Dauphine here on the side. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. Yeah, these are beautiful models by Norev, even if they're not true 164. I don't care. And it's also the first time I have this kind of packaging with the sharp edge here. Most of them have this round edge, and it makes them very soft, these boxes. But these boxes are much more solid because of the straight edge here. So I like these better actually, but I've only seen them. It's the first time I see them. Here's the second one, same price I paid. So again here, there's something wrong on the corner here. Repainted or touched up again with some blue paint, but yeah, didn't succeed very well in doing so. This is a Renault 8 Gordini from 1965, also in 1/54 scale. So again, plastic base, rubber tires, 4 lensed headlights on this one, and then painted taillights. And full deco. So this is how it came from the factory, with this stripe on top. Very feisty little car, engine in the back. That's why you got this this grille here. This one has a all black interior, so that will be kind of hard to see in there. Yeah, very cool. Then staying with Norev from a different vendor. This was €2.50. This is a Mercedes Citan. Actually says here on the side, in a Mercedes-Benz dealer box. So Mercedes Citan panel van, 3-inch, in a limonite brown, and this would have been the Mercedes-Benz article number. So the seller had a whole bunch of them for €2.50. You can see it's licensed by Mercedes. I only picked 2. I was really spoiled for choice. Sometimes there's just too many and you can't decide, and you end up not picking any of those up. Very heavy model. It's got a plastic base. It's not a classic one, so it has the plastic tires. So mostly only the classic ones, and then even not all of them, they get the rubber tires. Lens headlights, of course. Painted taillights. Full deco. These bumpers are not plastic, these are part of the metal body. So yeah, that's a very nice chunky piece. I like that. This is actually a Renault Kangoo Express, like some of you will know from Matchbox. That is rebranded as a Mercedes. So yeah. I don't think there's anything in the back there, no. So my first example of this model. So that was a great find. Of course, authentic rims. In this case, these will be wheel covers on all of these Norev, obviously. In case you didn't know, just want to point that out. The other one I got from that same seller, maybe we'll look at that one first, €2.5, is the Peugeot Ion in 3 inches electric vehicle. I got it in red, and then later on I found a blue one which was nicer, but anyways. This is based on a Mitsubishi electric car that was rebranded as a Peugeot. So plastic base, plastic wheels, authentic rims, lens headlights, and painted taillights. Nothing tamper-wise on the side here, but you get some on top. Peugeot logo did not tamper very well on the back there. It says the name and the model very tiny on there. Strangely shaped vehicle. I've drove it once. Just like every electric car, it was very fast from the start. So bumpers are all the way down metal too on this. Yeah. Oh yeah, and not a big fan of these chrome rims, but we will see these chromey rims come back in a few models. Used to do that back in the day. Don't do that much anymore now, but yeah. And I was very surprised to find a bunch of Volkswagens. Dealer packagings also. So also 3 inch, not true 164. This is the Fox. €3 asking price, got a discount, €2.67. Yeah, I'm going to have to take my knife here to get some of these open. So as you can see, it is made to fit the packaging. The VW Fox is a very tiny car, a micro car as our American friends would call it, and you see it fills up the whole box. So this is older because this still has a metal base like they had back in the day, and suspension. You can see the suspension bars there, like just like Majorette. But, the Norev and Majorette were related back then. They were started by the same founder. So plastic wheels, plastic tires, I mean, authentic wheels or rims. So the usual details, front and back. License plate is actually the base that clips in. Got a little metal exhaust there sticking out. It's VW emblem, and then Fox on the left and TDI on the right. I always found it silly that people would buy a diesel in such a small vehicle. I mean, how much fuel can it consume with a little petrol engine? Can't be really that much of a difference, right? Yeah, always found that silly. Little sunroof there. Very shiny black interior. just to demonstrate you size wise, we've got a Fox, then we got a concept car, the Concept C, that later became the EOS convertible or coupe cabriolet, and then we got a Passat variant, which was quite a big vehicle for European standards. You can see they all fill up the box very nicely. They're not much apart in size. This of course is the longest, and this maybe a little bit shorter, and this is the shortest, but not in the extent that the real vehicles would be size wise in comparison to one another. So that's 3-inch for you. So let's take a look at this Concept C. So from the same seller, so same price. Metal on metal too. Suspension feels pretty heavy. Nice chrome details. And then a completely see-through roof that comes off, so we can get a good look at the interior, which is nice as always with Norev, but I think they spend a little bit more time to the detail when it's a convertible. I guess. See, the door cards are very nicely done. You can see the speakers in there, the armrests. It's all yeah, all very nicely done. Cool stuff. Let's see if I can get it back properly. Yeah, there you go. Just fits on like there, very easy. Then we have the Passat variant. Again, metal on metal. Suspension. Full deco. Got a little bit of red paint there that doesn't belong there, but yeah, it's not that bad. Again, black interior. Nice. There's only one thing I can complain about this one, and those who know me know what it is, and it makes it kind of look like a hearse. But other than that, it's great. Then that was everything I found at Retro Moteur Cine, carded. So the loose ones we'll look at in the live video. Then on Monday, October 4, I went to a local Carrefour hypermarket. Well, not the one closest to me, but the one a little bit further away. Hoping to find a lot of new stuff, but unfortunately there wasn't that much new stuff. They did their toy aisle reset, but yeah, I don't know if it's caused by the pandemic or the container cost or whatever, but yeah, not a lot of new stuff. Did find this Hot Wheels color shifters Volkswagen drag bus. Since I don't have an example of the drag bus and I wanted one, I picked this one up. €5.99, and the 40% discount still applied, so €3.60 for this. This is also made in Thailand, by the way. So it turns from green to white. course it's very light because it's got only a metal base, and it's kind of only partially a base, and the rest of it is just, yeah, wheels and a plastic body. So yeah, they changed to plastic a long time ago, while Majorette still does metal body color changers, and they are even cheaper than this. But anyways, wanted to have an example, and now I have one. Then on Saturday, October 9, I went to the Model Car Collector Friends event, MCCF in short, local also, only about 15 minutes driving from where I live, and it's about, well, it's the second best event after the NAMAC. Before the pandemic, for about a year or so, I only went to the NAMAC and to the MCCF event. That's the only two diecast events I did anymore, because if you go to those two, you pretty much have the two best events that you can get. Now, after the pandemic, I'm going to all kinds of events because I've missed it so much, but eventually that will die out again, I think, because it invests so much of your time, and with the channel I don't really have that time. So anyways, as you can see, found a bunch of stuff. There's stuff on the side there that you don't even see. Found a bunch of Norev, again cheaper than they were in the French speaking part of Belgium. We start with this Peugeot 308 RCZ, 3 inches. So asking price was €2 for these, but since I bought 10 of them, he gave me a discount, so only €1.50 for Norev. I think that's a great price. So let's see what we got. So I think this is the concept version of the RCZ, because it says 308, and the later production model of the RCZ just was called RCZ without the 308. So it's got a plastic base, but it still has suspension, and the rest of the features like they usually have. Nothing on the side, but on top there's a lot of paint here. There's silver, there's black, and on the back just the line, the Peugeot emblem, and we even get some silver paint on the plastic exhausts that are part of the plastic base. That's nice. Cool. Staying with Peugeot, this is in the GTI Tuners series from the same seller. All of these are. So these have not, oh well, I was going to say these don't have the name of the vehicle on the base, because as you can see here on the back, they gave them kind of goofy names, these vehicles, for some strange reason, but apparently not with this one. So this is a Peugeot 407 Silhouette, so a coupe version. So we got metal on metal. Oops, there's some white paint here on the rim, on the tire. Suspension. It's got the stripe, goes all the way to the back. It's got the line on the side here. So not a bad deco, I must say. Metal spoiler here. I think it's metal. Or is it plastic? Yeah, it's metal. It's almost a wing, you could say. That's how big it is. So I don't know if this is a concept version or, because it's called Silhouette. That's kind of strange. But anyways, it looks cool. Like it. You know what? It almost looks like a four-door that they made a coupe out of. Got a roll cage inside, by the way. And the engine seems to be in the back. That's awesome. Let's try and see that. I think it's got air intakes here on top. And then you can see some, I don't know if there's, looks like there's some tubes going to the top out of the engine. You see there in the middle for the air intake. That's interesting. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Nice. Of course, got the bucket seats. 4-point harness. Cool. Yeah, that's a really nice interior. I like that. Great find. Did not have this casting. Then we get to some more, well, some would say boring, but I would say just normal street cars. Folder style Norev mini jet packaging. Metal on metal. This is the C1. Ooh, and something dropped out. Okay. So a headlight bezel, or no, it's more like the glass of the headlight fell out. It kind of slides in there, but it needs some glue, I guess, to stay put. That's an easy fix. So as you can see, they put some silver paint underneath the glass to make it look more realistic. I think that's a nice touch. Don't see many other brands do that except the really premium ones, the really high-end expensive ones. Suspension. So this is the hatchbacks with the 5-door version, we call it, because we call the hatch in the back a door too. Got the badging, third brake light. Now these taillights aren't really that black normally, because you know they got a little bit of color in them, but you know, kind of hard to mimic probably. This one's got a gray interior, so a little bit easier to look inside. I'll fix that headlight sometime. I'll find a time for it. Again, different style box. Here we got the Citroën C3 Pluriel. Metal on metal suspension. This one has the trailer hitch, which is weird because I've never seen a Norev trailer. So I don't know why they would bother doing that. So this one has the silver taillights. That's also accurate to the real vehicle, but there was some color in there too. I guess that was too expensive to tempo. Double chevron logo painted silver there, and on this one the top also comes off, and again we can see the interior is a little bit more detailed than on the closed versions, it seems. Nice door cards. You can even see the seat belt here on the B-pillar. Speakers, the door cards. Yeah, nice. And these metal on metal ones all have a nice weight to them. That's cool too. Should look like this, but kind of warps a little bit. This is plastic too, the A-pillar with the window, which makes sense, right? It's just much easier to do it that way for them. And we get to some something a little bit more modern, the Citroën C3 Picasso. Kind of wedged in there. Plastic base on this one, no suspension. It says Picasso next to the double chevron logo. The headlights are very nicely done. You can see the different lamps in there. Got the panoramic roof, side deco, rear details. Black interior. It's kind of a minivan, 5-seater, small minivan. Our minivans are really mini here in Europe. Again, an older box. So this was a Citroën dealership box. You saw that, right? This is a C4 coupe. Metal on metal, suspension. So it's got the grey interior. It's got kind of a funky backside. This window piece, like kind of like a Prius had in the Honda Insight, in the Honda CRZ. It all kind of had that. And here's a C4, not the coupe, the hatchback, 5-door version, as we would say. Metal on metal suspension. It's kind of dirty, so needs a clean. We'll do that after the video. Grey interior also, but a different one than the coupe. See, it looks pretty different, coupe and 5-door. Then got one oldie from that seller, again with that box I had not seen before. Citroën 2 Chevaux 2CV, 154 scale, plastic base, rubber tires. It's a classic. So this is the I think the original 2CV, the first model. Had this kind of ribbed hood or bonnet. So a little bit different paint for the soft top. So no lensed headlights, just painted, just like the tail lights. Kind of an ivory colored interior. Steering wheel sticks out a little bit too much into the interior there. But, yeah. That's kind of what these seats really looked like. They were really just simple benches. Cool. I think this is the first version I have of this old original 2CV. I'm not sure. I think it is. Maybe I have. I think I have an emergency version of that old casting. And then, to my surprise, I found a few Norev racing vehicles in a box I never seen before, but also two models, these last two, that I didn't even know existed. So this is a Suzuki Swift by Norev. Plastic base. It's the Super 1600 suspension. It's got those white rally wheels. So this is probably a licensed deco. Usually the decos on Norev are all true decos, existing decos. Metal wing on the back here. It's got a roll cage inside. Sports seats. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. That was a surprise. And then the other surprise was this Skoda Fabia WRC. It's suspension again. Red Bull livery. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Metal wing on the back. Also has the roll cage. It's got a spare wheel in the back there. So, that's awesome. Great finds. Totally unexpected. But you see, still treasures to be found out there. Stuff you've not seen before. That's what's cool about these events. Also got a bunch of Majorette. This was €2 from this seller. I think I only bought, well, I bought 2 vehicles from him, I think. Siku also. We've got all kinds of different styles of packaging here. So this one, for those of you who like carded stuff, then this authentic one, and this style of card, it says collector on the base, and then these are the most recent ones of the ones I'm showing here. So yeah, very interesting, all these different styles of cards over the years. So these are all predating 2011. Let's take a look at this BMW Z3 Coupe. 157, no suspension. It's got an opening part here. The hatch at the back lifts up. So it's got a kind of a brownish interior. Got a tampoed license plate. Haven't seen that very much. Got that Golf recently that had it, and this one has it too. Tampoed taillights and then lens headlights with the license plate in the front also. Here we got the Citroën C3 Pluriel by Majorette. So we just saw one by Norev, and this is the Majorette version. €2 asking price, 187 or 188 I ended up paying. From the same guy I bought the Norav from for €2. So I got more discount on the Norav than I did on the Majorette. Just yeah, ended up like that because of the amount I bought. So plastic base, no suspension. Tampoed headlights, tampoed taillights, and then all this black here is also tampoed because this is part of the metal casting. Interior is pretty nice, I must say, just like the Norev, but the Majorette does not have the door cards where the Norev did have them. Maybe we can compare these in a live video on Sunday, who knows, someone reminds me of that. Maybe we can do that. A wrecker, I'm going to keep this one carded for the tow truck collection. It's kind of a Chevy 1946, 24-hour service, emergency road service. Cool. I was very surprised by this one too, because this is an Aston Martin. A little bit of packaging rub here on the side. So Aston Martin DB9 does have suspension, opening doors, right-hand drive as it should be because it's a British car. Taillights are done. The logo, yeah, it's molded into the casting, but does not seem to have some paint on it. And the headlights are tampoed, but very nicely tampoed. So yeah, this is a nice surprise. This model, very pleased with this. Wheels are not that great, but you know, can't have your cake and eat it too, right? We got a little Fiat 500. By the way, the back on this card is colored, and on this one is black and white. Funny, huh? So I did not have this color yet. I have, I think this is my third color I have of this Fiat Panda 4x4 now. Suspension, full deco. Sweet little model. James May owns one of these, or used to own one of these. Not sure if still has it, but in his Top Gear days he had one of these. Very handy to drive around in London, small as it is. Then we get to the newest packagings here. So this was stamped December 2010. This was carded, so just before they started putting the year on the base of the vehicles, 2011. Originally €1.29 in 2011 probably. This was in stores. Happy to find another color of this Fiat 500. I have a bunch of them in white and one red one. So yeah, finally a yellow one. Looks great in yellow. Full deco on this one too. 500 on the license plate, which is the clip of the base. It clips into the body. Cute little model. Very nice dashboard and steering wheel interior. Yeah. They did some extra effort on this one. From that same batch, from that same store, from that same seller, Citroën C1, the 3-door version. So we saw the 5-door version from Norev. Now we have the 3-door version from Majorette. Suspension, full deco. You can see this is what the taillights kind of have to look like, and not completely black, kind of grayish. And I think in the real one you can see some color through there, but I'm not 100% sure anymore. These are already a little bit older. Again, interior wise, not bad. You can even see the stalks on the steering wheel for the indicators and the wipers. That's all nicely detailed. I love that. And here, one without a date on it. It's probably around the same era. A Renault Kangoo Express. So it has suspension. Big chunk of metal too. It's got the hatch on the lift gate that opens up, which is fully metal. So the window on the back is tampoed on there. Tomica does that too often. Kangoo. So yeah, nice heavy model. This one already has the lensed headlights. Awesome. And then this one was also asking price €2, price down to 187. So this one was really free, or gratis. That's awesome. Racing Collection by Majorette. Already have an example of this. Well, not in this racing livery. I have a few street cars liveries, just plain liveries, but it's my first rally one or racing one. Mitsubishi Pajero has suspension, a lot of suspension travel on that. Opening hood or bonnet, tampoed all around. Again, well, except for the bag, that is. Again, I think this is a existing livery from Tunisia. Cool. No interior on these WRC cars, although I kind of can see something in there. But the WRC cars always have the windows darkened, although it doesn't say WRC on the base here. Interesting. And then again a casting I did not have yet, the Toyota Corolla. No suspension, doesn't say WRC. This one definitely does not have an interior. Feels pretty light. Got the metal spoiler on the back. Full deco. Yeah, this is really cool. Awesome. Val Thorens. And then from that same seller I got the blue BMW Z3 Coupe from. I also got this one. A Siku Audi 80 Cabriolet or convertible. Did not have this casting. It's kind of coming apart, but the car is still safely in there. €2. It's an okay price for a Siku, so I'm not going to haggle about that. That's a good price. Still carded. So we got a plastic base. Got some stats of the vehicle on the base there. Plastic wheels, authentic. No, they're not authentic. They're generic rims. Tempo details in the front and in the back. And an okay looking interior. Dashboard is kind of bland, but it's got a proper steering wheel. Plastic window frame again, I think. Yeah, seems like it. But yeah, did not have this casting, so glad to have it. One Hot Wheels, the GMC Motorhome, €2. Again, fair price. Not going to open up this one. All of my GMC motorhomes are still on card, so whenever I do another camping video, I will open these up in that video. 2010 release. And then we get to Matchbox. So there was a guy that was selling long cards from 2021 for €1. Imagine that. But of course, some pretty unwanted ones in there, but I want them. Polaris RZR. Missed out on this. So glad to grab it. It's black with some blue tampos, blue ring around the wheels. Plastic roof, a plastic base. I think this is referred to as a side-by-side, if I'm not mistaken. I think I learned that from watching Matt's Off-Road Recovery on YouTube. Cool show. So yeah, nice one. And also this 2015 Ford F-150 contractor truck. Been a while since we've seen this. And a sunny solar livery. It's got some stuff molded in the plastic in the bed there. Seems like a drill and some cones. And this yellow rack. Put your ladders on, I guess. New interior on this one because you get an extra plastic piece here. And half metal front end, at least in the back, get some more metal. Got this Hummer, so this seller gave me a little discount. This is 1997 copyright, sorry. This one also is coming undone. See, the glue is letting go, so let it free out of its plastic prison. Got an opening part, so gotta love that. Just has a Hummer on the base. 1994 copyright. This, I guess, moves. Yeah, it does. A little gun here on top. No interior. Kind of a desert tan color. Side tempo and top tempo. And suspension. Lots of it. Stars of Cars 1961 Jaguar E-Type. This is from 2006 probably. It's got a copyright from 2006. These are the other vehicles in that set. It says Dinky Toys. It also says Dinky Toys on the base of this nice yellow Jag. Yeah, it's got some... the reason for that are probably related to licensing If you own a brand name, you have to use it every once in a while, otherwise it comes available for others to buy it or use it, I guess. I'm not sure. So you just put it on the base of a Matchbox, which is kind of weird, but anyways. €3. I got a little discount. Not cheap, but you know, hey, it's a Stars of Cars. It's not part of the main line, it's a separate set. So I like to collect these. Not going to open this one either. Whenever I find all of these, I will open them up. I have a few of these already, but still a long way to go. Matchbox London Taxi 50th anniversary set, also not a mainline. These 4 cars were in that set. I think this is the only one I have from the set. Maybe I have that for Ford Model A, I'm not sure. €3. Hey, it's metal on metal, it's got opening parts, and it's not a mainline, it's a special set, so why not? Got a protector, so this side will not have packaging wrap thanks to that. So we got a gray metal base. This is the old Taxi FX4R casting. I think one of the last releases of it. Got the suicide doors in the back. That's a neat feature. Right-hand drive, of course, as it should be for a London cab. Grille is part of the base. Yeah. Nice addition to the Taxi collection. Ooh, front wheels are kind of loose in there, or the front axle is kind of loose in there. It's a bummer. Does it drive? Yeah, it does drive. Not that that is important, of course. I don't play with my cars. And then in the 60th anniversary, the Volkswagen T2 bus. Only €3. In stores these were €4.5, €5. The few stores that had them. I've never seen it cheaper than this. It was already cut open, but who cares? I'm going to open it up anyways. Some other vehicles in that set. I recently got that Austin Mini Cooper S. That was great. So yeah. Let's see what this beauty looks like. So, comes with a box. Pretty straightforward. Don't think this insert fits in there. No, it doesn't. So this still has a plastic base and plastic tires. So you get some gold chrome and you get full deco. That's what you get extra on these. This is the camping version, so it's got the plastic pop-up top that doesn't pop up on this model. Well, never did. So nicely detailed all around. It's got the German colors on it, black, red and yellow. Well, it looks more like orange actually. Volkswagen name on the side, and in the back it's got the D sticker for Germany, well, Deutschland in German. Volkswagen logo, name there. 60th anniversary logo, license plate, VW 1970, and the taillights, and even some gold latches or door handles, and a goldish interior. So you get the camping part in the back there. So yeah, very pleased to score this. Thank you to that seller. It was very nice for him. Let me have it for that nice little price. Thanks for watching. Bye.